When in September 2019, on the wall of the Seoul Architecture and Urbanism Biennale with gigantic letters, we asked, "Are you well accompanied?" Little did we know that the question we projected for 10 years ahead would play out on us within just half a year time. Neither were we prepared nor yet well accompanied at the start of the COVID-19 crisis. Enterprises of Survival builds upon this. It is an intergenerational exchange placed in the Balkans, connecting different generations of unconventional architects. Jere, Kuzmanić and Predrag Milić entering their 30s, and Džokić and Marc Neelen of STEALTH.unlimited entering their 50s. With this exchange, we seek to develop positions on new forms of institutions, blurring the boundary between education, training, and practice. This pedagogy of survival of sorts is based in fiction as a resource for self-determination. The research uses speculative fiction to propel a set of interrelated initiatives that we are setting up into the future. They exist as yet unrecognized proto-institutions featuring in outline and principles, but not yet entirely in practice. First, a new breed of housing cooperative, Pametnija zgrada, that responds to the absolute lack of affordable and non-speculative housing in Belgrade. Then MOBA, a regional network that creates finance mechanisms for such a community-led housing. Also, educational initiative Degrowth City, which counters gentrification of Split by tourism, and Škogra, that improves the resilience of a vulnerable community of Belgrade's semi-informal neighborhood. What could be their evolution in the coming years? Practices of mutualism are long-time factors in the struggle for survival. If we specifically look at socialist Yugoslavia during 3 decades from 1960 to 1990, its political system has been rooted in a specific formalized mutualism, workers' self-management. This form of self-governance over surpluses and resources in just 3 decades generated and redistributed unprecedented wealth in a region previously characterized by scarcity. In 1990, worker self-management was abandoned and replaced by 3 decades of neoliberal plunder. Now entering a next 30-year sequence, coinciding with the horizon of 2050 Paris Agreement, we expect some of the darkest scenarios to come true: pandemics, food scarcity, climate collapse, you name it. It forces us to speculate about the future based on resource management in an inevitable crisis, where there might be no class to self-organize, nothing to redistribute, and no one to rely on except ourselves. What would be an upscale response to which contemporary networks of citizen solidarity, cooperative enterprises, and temporary autonomous zones could contribute?